Here now, Florida Attorney General James Uthmeier. Sir, thank you so much for being here. First of all, the basic question, why is Alligator Alcatraz necessary and why Florida?
Well, under the leadership of Governor DeSantis, Florida is leading the way on immigration enforcement. We're making arrests more than 3 times any other state in the country. We're detaining illegal aliens, and we're going to need more space to do that. So Alligator Alcatraz was a great place, low-cost security facility that would allow us to house thousands of people that are on final orders ultimately before they take their deportation flight home. So I commend our legal team. They did a great job in expedited fashion to get the smackdown from the appellate court to put this Obama-appointed trial judge back in her place. We knew she was wrong on the law. We brought the appeal quickly, and thank goodness we got Alligator Alcatraz back open, operating, continuing to deliver for the American people.
There have been a lot of questions about what's going on inside Alligator Alcatraz as this legal fight plays out. How are people being treated right now? What is the process?
Well, the left and the media, they cry and create hysteria and want to create, this idea that there's some hostile environment. The reality is everybody gets the resources they need in this facility. It's air conditioned, unlike a lot of jails in this country. The staff eats the same food. There's medical services on site, legal counsel available. So people are getting the fair process. But at the end of the day, I wish the left would instead focus on all the victims. There's so many people that have been housed at Alligator Alcatraz that have committed murder, rape, trafficking. They've abused children in terrible ways, and yet the left is not focusing on these victims that have suffered greatly. Instead, they're focusing on people that do not have the same constitutional rights and that have cost our country significantly. So we're going to continue to be the rule of law state. We're going to continue to detain and engage in as many deportations as possible.
How many people approximately are there, and are most of them men?
To my understanding is most, if not all, are men. I don't have an exact count. It was getting down in the few hundred because this judge would not allow new detainees to be sent there. And obviously deportations were ongoing daily. But the place can hold thousands, and we'll fill it up quickly.
And what's being done to address the backlog in processing these cases? As places like Alligator Alcatraz fill up, there is a lengthy legal process to then get them to the next step.
Well, I would argue it should not be a lengthy legal process. At the end of the day, we just need to conclude that these people are illegally in the country, and that does not take long to do. The left cries again for process when people are being deported, while when they came in the country, there was no process whatsoever. They were just given a piece of paper, maybe if they were even, engaged, and told to show up in a few years, as if a lot of people were going to voluntarily do that. So these people will get the process they deserve. I commend the federal government on starting to reassign National Guardsmen to serve as administrative law judges so that we can speed this process up and get people back home where they belong.
Finally, a case that drew national attention, and it was heartbreaking to see it play out on video, that death on a Florida highway, and the case that's now playing out with the truck driver. Your office has now issued a civil and criminal subpoena to the trucking company that employed the illegal immigrant charged in this deadly crash. What is the latest and the next steps in this case?
Right. Well, as a reminder, this individual not only should have never been in the country in the first place, but should have never been given a driver's license and should never have been given a more sophisticated commercial trucking license. The individual did not speak English, could not read road signs, and ultimately engaged in an unlawful, dangerous U-turn that cost 3 people their lives. Gross negligence happened at the least, possibly even criminal activity. So we've issued a criminal and civil subpoena to the trucking company that hired this individual. We need to figure out how he got this license in the first place when he clearly did not have the competency. There's no way he passed this test when he did not speak English and could not read road signs. Ultimately, he endangered the lives of Americans. So we're going to crack down, and we're going to use every legal tool we have to hold wrongdoers accountable.
And how long does the company have to respond?
We're going to move fast. We're not going to give them long. We want to get answers right away. And I'll add on, we've also sent legal demands to the states of Washington and California. Those states also issued licenses that should have never been given. So we're going to pursue legal action. If there was gross negligence or criminal activity, we will fight back, and we will fight back quickly.
Florida Attorney General James Uthmeier, thank you so much for your time this morning, sir.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.